What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. In today's video, I want to talk about my new custom-made knife that I just received. I've had this now for probably about a week and a half, so I didn't just receive it, but I've had it on the channel a couple of times, and I've gotten asked a lot of questions about it. So this is a custom knife and custom sheath that was made for me specifically by two craftsmen in Nova Scotia. So let's start with the sheath first, and let's talk about that. So this was made by Halliday by Highland Horde. He has his logo stamped right there. Al does excellent work. Very, very nice leather. So what he done for me is he made the sheath not only fit the knife very securely, a little bit of the handle sticking out so it's not going to get snagged on branches or anything like that, but it's also stitched red to match the liner on the knife that I requested. So very cool, kind of matches. I like that. It does have a belt loop on the side that he attached there. My request was I wanted a dangler. So when I talked to Peter, who made the knife, I said I have to have a dangler on there because when I'm kneeling down and bending, I want this to be able to move so it's not digging into my rib cage. He made the dangler actually removable, so I'm pretty happy about that. Comes right off, so if I want to either hook it on to my pants, I can do that, or I can run a belt through it and run it just like a vertical carry knife. So really interesting, excellent craftsmanship on this. Even this brass, listen to this, snap right in there. So that's not coming off when you're walking through the bush. I've actually had this get snagged on branches going through some really nasty stuff. No scratches, didn't rip off. It actually ripped the branch off the tree and came with me. So really cool. I'm very happy with this chocolate brown, nice form-fitted leather sheath with the dangler, some brass work, excellent stitching, very high quality right here from Highland Horde in Nova Scotia. He is on Instagram. I'm going to drop the link down in the description if you are looking for some beautiful leather work. Check out Highland Horde. I'm very happy with this. It's also waxed, so he did a lot of work on this. Very good. I keep looking it over and just looking at all the detail and things that he did, the areas he reinforced. Really good stuff. And this is a lost art form that's starting to kind of fade out. You see a lot of knife sheaths that are being made and sold on Amazon and eBay, and they're just cheap. This is very high end. So he makes a lot of other leather items also, belts, fire steel holders, all kinds of interesting things. And he even takes custom orders. So if you're interested in having something made, it is made right here in Nova Scotia, Canada. Check him out on Instagram. Like I said, I'll drop his information in the link of this video and you guys can go check him out. All right, so let's talk about the custom knife that Peter LePay made for me. Okay, so Peter LePay is a hobbyist knife maker. He has his logo etched right on the side, PL. He makes excellent stuff. So he doesn't just make knives, he's actually a blacksmith, and he makes medieval spoons, forks, axes, axe heads, hammers, all kinds of really nice, interesting items that are really high detail, I should say that. So this is a standard knife that he makes. The thing that's different about it is Peter knows that I A, use fire steel a lot, and B, I beat the crap out of my knives because I don't actually carry an axe. So I do a lot of batoning with my knives. So what he's done is he's actually made this quite a bit thicker than his original production model. I believe he said this was 3/16. He added some red liners on there because I wanted red. And he stopped the polishing at the end of the handle. So you'll notice this spine is polished and then it stops. The reason for that is he left a really hard, sharp 90-degree angle all the way down. So when I'm working this knife on a fire steel, it just chews the heck out of the fire steel. It throws sparks like no other knife that I have. So really happy about that. And I've beat the crap out of this batoning wood. It holds an edge excellent, really nice, razor sharp. Now it's dirty, it's very dirty right now because this is a tool, I'm not afraid to use it, but it is a very high-end piece of equipment that I'm actually really happy about having because Peter LePay, like I said, he makes some really interesting stuff, and his craftsmanship and just the overall design of the knife, I mean it fits in my hand really nice. There's no jimping on here. I am actually a big fan of jimping. There is none on here, and I didn't request any because I wanted to keep that spine all the way down for working fat wood. So I don't have any wood here with me right now, but you can work fat wood, scraping it down for making tinder and betoning and whatnot. And I didn't want anything that was going to deteriorate the sheath. So going in and out, that jimping on some knives can actually tear the leather and work it, work the fibers loose, and I didn't want any of that. So he kept it very thick all the way down to the point. So stabbing this into wood and really prying up on it isn't going to break off the tip of this knife. It basically is a hatchet in a knife. It's got some weight to it, it's got some heft, it's got some beautiful woodwork on there, nice brass pins, nice little lanyard hole out of brass. He did a really great job on this, and he is also on Instagram as well, Peter LePay Knives. I'll put his link down in the description, but I really wanted to show these two pieces because I've already been asked a lot about what knife is that, where can I get it, what sheath is that, where can I get it, and the question is, how much are you willing to put into getting it? Because both of these guys are backed up and they have a lot of orders on the go right now. If you're looking to get a hold of them and you're looking for a, sorry, I got a car going by right now. If you're looking at getting a custom knife made by Peter LePay or some work done by Halliday over at Highland Horde, you're going to want to put an order in now, and maybe sometime next year you'll get it because they are booked up solid. Now Peter actually worked this in on a last minute kind of request from me. I think it took a total of 2 weeks for me to receive this knife from start to finish. So I'm very happy with that. And like I said, I use my tools. This is my main knife now, one of my main knives. I do have another main knife, but this guy right here, this is my hatchet, my axe, my knife all in one. And I'm really happy to have a nice leather sheath that just drops right in, dangle it on my hip, off I go. So like I was saying, with the knife and the sheath, it's really loud out here today. I apologize for the background noise. There's a lot of cars going by. Talking about the knife and the sheath, it was really important for me to not only have a custom knife and sheath by Canadian craftsmen, but it was also really important for me to have both from two people that know each other, that kind of co-work with one another, that are in Nova Scotia. So that's really cool. It's not like someone from British Columbia made the sheath and someone from Nova Scotia made the knife. These guys actually live very close to one another, and Peter took the knife, delivered it to Highland Horde, and he literally made the sheath for the knife with the knife. So that's really cool. The fit and finish is excellent on both products. I really like it. Like I was saying, this is a hefty knife. This is a hatchet and a knife built in to one. It also can do fine tasks, so it is very sharp. You can see that tiny little curl right there. So it could do some real heavy work. You can really dig into it and get some larger curls off it, or you can go real gentle right down to the very end of the blade. And you can see it digs. It wants to throw. But if you want to get those really fine curls, you can actually get them really quite small. And I haven't sharpened this yet, and I've been beating the crap out of it. I've been using it a lot, and I purposely haven't sharpened it because I want to see how long it'll hold an edge for. But I mean, that right there, that is super fine curls. You can get some real honking thick curls off it as well. And like I was saying, the spine is very sharp. So if you do need to work a piece of fat wood or a piece of pine, that right there, that's your fire starter right there. I mean, that'll take a spark in that little pile of dust. So get that out of the way. Very useful tool. Like I already said, I use my stuff. I don't just put it up on the shelf and look at it and say it's pretty. I use my stuff a lot, and I really wanted something that could handle what I do and how I use it, and I didn't want to feel that I had limits with it. So I could do fine work with it. I could do intricate carving with it. I could do food prep with it. I could chop trees with it. It's got a large little kind of butt here at the end of the scales. It really is easy to hook up with no lanyard, mind you. It's really easy to hook up and chop. So I can get some big chunks off of that. Now this is just a 2x4, but You could chop down trees, you could really get some big chunks off there, really kind of dig it out if you want to really pry into it. Basically, it's my all-around knife. So not to get too in-depth in demonstration here, it works really well. It batons, it carves, it cuts, it's good for cooking. Really great stuff. So if you guys, like I said, are interested in knowing a little bit more about the background of both Al and Peter, jump on their Instagrams for sure. And if you're looking to possibly maybe even be a proud owner of one of these pieces of kit, I'm sure they can arrange that for you. It may take time though, because these are small time operations and they're both hobbyists. They do great work, but a lot of people want it, so it's going to take some time. So Peter LePay knife, Al Halliday from Highland Horde Leatherwork, both very cool. That's the knife that I'm using. So if you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section, and as usual, I'll get back to you. Peace out, guys.